All right, gang, welcome back to Procreate. So, in this lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to create a couple different custom grids in order to do lettering. So, lettering is really one of those things that you set up, and there's no perfect way to do it, but I want to show you how to go through and get a nice hand lettering grid going. So, let's go ahead and start with a new screen. So, we're just going to bring up a normal screen, and now we're going to be capitalizing on quick mode, okay? Now, I'm always going to work in red. I tend to work in red. I think that it separates my foreground and my background really nice. And I'm going to grab my technical pen and turn it down a little bit. All right. So now, the first trick here, grab your technical pen. Oops. Let's say work in red, huh? All right. There we go. Hey, look at that. All right. Grab your technical pen, and you remember our advanced gestures now. We're going to use the one finger plus the quick line in order to create this. All right, so there's line 1. Now, let's go ahead and do line 2. All right, perfect. Now you see I'm putting my finger down there so I get a good line. And now let's do line 3. All right, perfect. Now, I'm going to make this a dotted line. In order to do that, I'm just going to grab my eraser. I'm just going to chop down these lines. People can do it all sorts of different ways. All I need to know is this one is different than that one. All right, cool. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and let's do this. Let's go ahead and export this. And we're going to go to share, and we're going to make it a JPEG. All right, cool. I want to save that as an image. All right, so there's one grid. Now, the second grid that we're going to make here, let's go ahead and go to Gallery. Let's go ahead and create one more grid. And now we're going to do one that's kind of a, how do I put this? Kind of an angled one. All right, so I grab my technical pen. I'm working in red. And I shoot a line up, quick line it. And I'm going to go through there. I'm holding with one finger, and I make something that looks like that. Now, the trick here, you're never going to get that angle perfectly straight again. So what you're going to want to do now is duplicate this layer, grab the transform tool, and pull it down. Now, I'm going to make sure magnetics are on so that I pull it in a consistent manner. All right, perfect. So now we grab another layer. I grab my technical pen, and now we're going to make a 4-letter type of situation here. So let's go ahead and draw another line. And now the amount of angle is totally up to us. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this a little bit. I want to move this as a layer. I want to move this thing over just slightly. All right, because I want the first letter of this thing to be huge, and then I want the other letters to be a little bit smaller. Now, we can go through and we can duplicate. 1, 2, 3. So now, we come over here, grab our tool. Now, how do you get these spacings correct? Let me show you a trick. Come over here. We're going to create one more layer. And we're going to move it to the top. And now I'm going to go ahead with my technical pen selected. I'm just going to create a line. Now, I'm not too concerned about the angle. The trick, though, now, folks, is being able to move this line where you want it. Okay. This allows me to space out every other line that I'm going to have here. There we go. 2. Move my line layer 7. Move over. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. And then we come over here to my next layer. All right, and there's my fourth. All right, good deal. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete out my spacer. All right, I'm in pretty good shape. So now what we're going to do, I want to go ahead and I want to create one more. I'm going to go duplicate. I'm going to move it up a little bit. And I'm going to put it about halfway equidistant. And then this one here with my eraser is going to be my dotted line. All right, now we come over here. We export that as a JPEG as well. And now we have a grid for a 4-letter curved type of hand lettering situation. All right, folks, so that's a little bit on how to create a couple of these grids. We're going to go through in the next lesson, and we're going to show you how to create a pen, and then we're going to put the pen into the grid. All right, see you in the next one.